illegal substance on the paddle, people screaming and attacking each other, colourful pickleball balls that are barely visible. These are the things that are banned in pickleball. At first, I bet you didn't know that there are banned pickleball paddles. USA Pickleball removes all Jula Gen 3 paddles from the approved paddles list because of one mistake. This means you can no longer use these paddles at USA Pickleball sanctioned tournaments. According to USA Pickleball, the reason is that Jula submitted the wrong paddles back in September 2023 for certification. There were some big problems with the materials that were made from. So if you are using Jula paddles and you want to start playing in the tournament, we highly recommend you swap to another one. And we're going to stick to the paddles because there are paddles that are banned because they are too noisy. Some pickleball paddles are noisier than others due to the stiffness of materials and the surface area created by assembling the paddle. Denser, thicker paddles that use rigid materials will be louder, whereas thinner paddles with softer materials will absorb more of the sound. Of note, polymer cores in honeycomb patterns will be less noisy than solid alternatives due to a polymer state that absorbs over less surface area. This makes sense since there is space between the walls of the honeycomb, meaning less surface area is used at contact. Now let's take a look at the pickleball paddle modifications. These banned things were created recently because of one player. One player decides to put an illegal substance on his paddle to win against the pro players. He later was fined $50,000 and was suspended for 60 days. Because of this and many cases before, officials decide to ban any modifications to pickleball paddles. There was also a case where the player had holes in the pickleball paddle and was shooting balls like crazy. So if you want to upgrade your paddle, think twice before you do that. Altered net height. This is not very common, but it can happen in some games where other players are frustrated and they do some illegal tricks to win the game. And that's altering net height. Altering the net height during play is strictly prohibited. The official net height for pickleball is 36 inches at the sidelines and 34 inches in the middle. Modifying this height, even by an inch, can significantly impact the game's fairness. A lower net can make it easier to hit winning shots, while a higher net can make defense stronger. This rule ensures that all players face the same challenge. If a player or team is caught adjusting the net height during a match, it could result in penalties, including loss of points or even disqualification. Deliberate ball hitting. Pickleball is all about skill and strategy, but playing fair is just as important. One rule every player must follow. No deliberate ball hitting is intended to harm or intimidate an opponent. Pickleball is a non-contact sport, and the spirit of the game emphasizes respect and sportsmanship. Intentionally hitting the ball with excessive force aimed directly at an opponent is not only unsportsmanlike, but also against the rules. If a player is found to be deliberately aiming to hit an opponent in a harmful or aggressive manner, they can face penalties such as point deductions, warnings, or even disqualification from the match. Remember, the goal is to outplay your opponent, not to harm them. Keep the game friendly and competitive by playing with respect and within the rules. Sportsmanship. Pickleball is more than just a game, it's a community built on respect and fair play. At the heart of this community lies one key principle: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is not just about following the rules, it's about respecting your opponents, your teammates, and the game itself. Did you know that over 90% of pickleball players believe that good sportsmanship is essential to enjoying the game? This isn't just about being nice, it's about creating a positive environment where everyone can play their best. A lack of sportsmanship can lead to conflicts, frustration, and a negative atmosphere, which is why it's taken so seriously. Some tournaments even have sportsmanship awards to recognise players who go above and beyond in demonstrating these values. Unauthorised video recording. Pickleball is a sport that thrives on community and shared experiences, but it's essential to respect everyone's privacy and rights, especially when it comes to video recording. One important rule to remember: unauthorised video recording during pickleball matches is strictly prohibited. Recording a match without the consent of all players involved can lead to significant issues, including privacy violations and potential misuse of the footage. This is particularly important in tournament settings, where players might not want their strategies or performance publicly shared without their approval. According to many tournament regulations, video recording is only allowed if you have prior permission from both the players and the event organisers. Unauthorised recording can result in penalties, such as being asked to delete the footage, being removed from the venue, or even being banned from future events. If you want to record a match, always ask for permission first. This ensures that everyone is comfortable and their privacy is respected. Remember, maintaining a respectful environment is key to keeping pickleball enjoyable for everyone. Altered ball compression. The compression of a pickleball determines how it bounces, reacts to shots, and moves through the air. The official pickleball is designed with a specific compression level to ensure a consistent and fair playing experience for everyone. Some players might be tempted to manipulate the ball by squeezing it, heating it, or cooling it to change its bounce characteristics. This could potentially give them an unfair advantage, such as making the ball travel faster or bounce higher. However, such actions are strictly against the rules, and if discovered, could lead to serious consequences, including disqualification from the match or tournament, and possible bans from future events. Unauthorised ball colour. An important rule to keep in mind. Using an unauthorised ball colour during play is not allowed. The official rules of pickleball specify that the ball must be a solid colour, typically yellow, green or orange. These colours are chosen for their visibility, making it easier for all players to track the ball during play. Using a ball that is an unauthorised colour, such as a multicoloured or non-regulation shade, can create confusion, disrupt the game, and may give one side an unfair advantage. In organised tournaments, using an unauthorised ball can lead to immediate penalties, including the ball being replaced, points being forfeited, or even disqualification from the match. So now, you know what is banned in pickleball. We bet that you didn't know these 20 things about the pickleball. Go check it out.